All right, and we are back. And let's jump into today's dailies. Get our rewards here for everything and get it started. I know we missed yesterday, but that's just par for the course. Saturdays is going to always be a on-off for me, but nonetheless, still at least logged in and got the login rewards, just so we keep that track. And if anything else with Monster Super League, make sure you're at least logged in. You just log into the game. The only reason is because we talk about this. One of your free, you only have to technically log in for 21 days of Monster Super League. This is your most important item that you want here. So getting your Holy Gleam for the month actually matters. And again, that's to progress your account. That is to get your 5 stars, that is meant for your 5 stars so that they can be, evolved and things like that. And so getting those Holy Gleams is kind of important out of everything else that you do if you don't have time during the daily. However, the dailies are fairly straightforward and easy. You just gotta, kind of make sure. I was just not in an ability to record it yesterday. So let's do a cleanup real quick. Let's do our evaluation of these. This is obviously bad. This is a joke. That's not good. That's Ferocity. Gem of Ruin would be okay, except for it's a flat. This is, now I remember what all of these are. We've got Gem of Healing. We've got, what is this one? That was crit damage. That was right. We locked that one. This one, and then flat recovery. So we're just going to get rid. What was this one? Yeah, no, we're not. Again, crit rate. This could have. You could try and do something with this, I guess, but there's not many things that you could. That comes to mind off the top of my head, even in PvP, that would be a quote unquote viable option. So. Trinkets we're good on, and that's going to be that there. What else do we have? Astromon Friends. Wow, that's right by. And Expeditions. What do we got in here? We'll buy those. That's not worth it. Let's just go now here. Explore the regions. And everything's the same now. So let's jump out and get it done for today. It is Sunday, so why don't we just knock out a dark dungeon run? We also have the weekly, just as a reminder, because you can knock out your weekly if you've been following along during the week anyway. You have a couple of things on here still left to do if you haven't already done it. So just take this as a reminder to get the weekly done. Those are important. Again, going back to the monthly, completing your dailies and doing your monthly stuff. That'll all the daily and the weekly will all go into the monthly, which is again another Holy Gleam is the reward out of that, and that's why that's another reason why we do these, is just again to get these Holy Gleams that are easier to go. And again, I do have a video talking about gleams and their importance and things like that. I was going to, once I rebuild up a little bit more, just so I can showcase it better, but your gleams every week as well from PvP add up. So as long as you're getting into the Astromon League and getting 150 league medals, you can get a gleam of your choice every single week. So I think bare minimum before a lot of the changes where they start giving out more eggs and things of that nature, it was 3 months to evolve a 5-star Astromon, just because you only got 1 gleam a week through PvP. But now that's kind of offset by all the little events that come out, and you get gleam eggs, and so you can amass gleams pretty quickly and pretty easily anymore. With the various things that are in the game, it's just you can tell, and this is just me talking about game design a little bit, is you can tell where I'm not going to say the business side of it came into play, but you'll notice a lot more of the later on features. For instance, Vitra, when Vitra, the world boss, came out, it's now chosen at random. And that's why when you go into our events, and the events were done after, you know, the league, because the Astromon League has been in the game since the beginning. Everything is now chosen at random and not allowing you to do that. Thus, you know, if you don't get what you want, you know, well, go spend some gems or go spend some money to get an egg so you can get what you want. Typical mobile game practice, I know, I get that, but it's just interesting. You can see that kind of stuff if you pay attention to it. And me being a video game enthusiast, I guess you would say, and knowing game design and doing my own video game entrepreneurship, I guess you would call that, about 10 years ago. It is something you learn. Let's put it that way. All right, we got a capture. And I know I haven't been running the gold dungeon every day, but that's by and far, obviously, you know, again, be doing that because that gets you 90% of the way there for your sliming. I don't know if I'd be in the position to do it for next year again, but might end up again trying to figure out, and it's just hard with Monster Super League besides these dailies, you know, to talk about it and just, you know, put my thoughts out there into the world with this. But, you know, just different ways to get, you know, content. A lot of people over the years have, you know, suggested things to me, and I'm always grateful for them. It's just finding the time and the way I want to go about it. And again, like you guys have been asking again with, you know, Titans and the Apotheos, you know, dungeon, I will 100% be getting into that in the next year. Again, I feel like my casual account is at a stage where I actually can have teams and kind of just go in there and showcase it. But that's the hard part here too, even with me, with even doing these dailies a little bit with you guys, is, you know, this is what it is. You know, we all do it, and if it motivates you guys to do your dailies as well, you know, that's kind of my point of it, is you guys are doing it alongside of me, so you take the time to get it done. But it's also just other content. I can't just be like, here's an hour of me farming super evolution materials. Like, you gotta be real. At some point, nobody's gonna watch that, first of all, and second of all, you know, it's no different than what you guys can do. So talking about it and showcasing where things are at is obviously, in this kind of a mobile game, a better idea for content. And that's where my hope for Monster Super League 2, it changes its landscape enough that it can be a very good, you know, it'll be a better way to kind of share my experience, because I've always enjoyed doing, you know, I always like streaming. I like, you know, my YouTube channel. I do enjoy showing and sharing my gameplay with you guys, and then sharing, you know, tips that I find along the way with everybody. So I hope that Monster Super League 2 turns into a more lucrative content creator style of game, but we will have to wait and see that. So let's accept all these. Just got the battles left, and there we go. A daily is done for today. So I appreciate all you guys liking, subscribing, watching all the way up to the end that you do, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching.